Hello guys, welcome back to Template Tutorials. And in this tutorial I'm going to teach you the basic formulas in Microsoft Excel. So let's dive into it. So first of all, if you check on my Microsoft Excel sheet, you can see that I already have some data inside there. I have some grade, sessions, streams, boys, girls, average, maximum, power and total. So at the bottom here also I also have total here. And with these ones, these are the classes that we have here. That's the grades. Alright, so first of all, the first formula that we're going to talk about here is the addition formula. So to add something, you simply have to, assuming if I'm going to add this and this, that's the boys and the girls. So first of all, have to know the names of the cells if you have to add. So but most often this addition is being done by most beginners, but the intermediate and the pros don't usually use it, but we just have to talk about it. So I am going to add this cell, so you can see the cell's name is cell C3, and I want to also add cell D3. So I have to come here, and if you have to add, you first of all have to bring the equal sign, so and label these cells. So you have to add cell, where's the cell's name? You said C3, so I'm going to add it to plus, so I'll press and hold my control key again, and press this cell. So you can see that I'm adding cell C3 and D3. So I'll now click on, press on the enter key. So you see what happens. So when you add 0 plus 0, it will give you 0. So let's now come here also. So you can also bring the another equal sign again. And we are going to add this cell, which is the C4. So plus, let me bring my plus sign, plus this one, that's a D4. It will give us 8. So meaning that 8 plus 3 plus 5 will give us 8. So that's what happens. So most often, if you know that all of this one, you are going to add it here. So you don't have to waste time. So you just have to select here after adding the first one and drag it downwards. So just drag it here this way. Most often, or let me now come to that. When we come to the sum side, I'll teach you how to do it. So I'm going to clear all of it off. So that's what all addition is all about. So also you can also subtract the same way that we add, and we can also do subtraction there. So if I want to subtract cell C6, I want to subtract cell D6 from cell C6. So I'll come to this side. So again, first of all, I'll bring my equal sign. So I'll then come, which cell am I going to subtract? So the cell C6 will come first. So I'll bring my mouse button, and I also bring the D6. So I'll press my enter key. You can see that 5 minus 2 will give us 3. So let's come here also, this side. So I'll come here, I'll bring my equal sign. So I'll enable this cell, which is the cell C10, and I'll bring my minus sign, and I'll also click on this one, which is the cell D10. So equal sign, it will give me -1, because 5 minus 6 is -1. Alright, so let's clear all of this one also off. So the next thing again I would like us to do here is to go to multiply. The same way that you can add and subtract, the same way that we can also multiply. So let's multiply this one, the cell C5. Which cell is that? That's cell C5. So I'll bring my equal sign. So I'll go and label my cell C5 times. So the times button, we use this one. Use the shift plus 8. If you have 8 on your keyboard, if you press it, but not the one on your right hand side, the numbers at the top of your keyboard. As you can see at the top of it, you can have those asterisk there and the rest. So most often some keyboards are having some kind of mixtures in it, so the keys are being mixed up. So if you press on the shift plus 8 and it did not work, mean that you have to try the keys. Some of the keys there, one has to contain the asterisk key. Alright, so I'll then click on this one to multiply. So again, I'll come here. So I want to have to multiply this one, which is the cell this, that's the cell, what's the name? I have the name here, C8. Yeah, C8 times, I'm multiplying by, possibly, let me change a different cell. That's the D9. So it will give us 14, because 4 rather, because 1 times 4 will give us 4. Alright, so with this all, I'm also going to clear it off. So you can also do the division. With the division, we use the /. So I'm just going to do it quickly, so that we can move fast. So I want to divide, possibly, let me take some, maybe this one. I'm going to divide this one by this. So what will it give me? It will give me 0.5. That will be half. 2 divided by 4 will give us half. Alright, so now let's move on to the sum. So in Microsoft Excel, it has been made easy for you to calculate a bunch of numbers without just adding it one after the other. So assuming if I'm having something like this and I want to add the whole of these ones, so let's come here for instance. Let me clear it off. If I come here and I'm going to add the whole of these ones, I can bring my equal sign and be mentioning these cells one after the other to add all of them. I can't do that. It's something broad for me. So to do that, there's a simple way of doing it. If you are going to add the whole of these ones, you just have to bring your equal sign and type in sum. So you see, when you just start typing it, it will show you a drop down of a lot of options. So when you choose the one that you want, just click on it or press the tab key to insert it. So after inserting the sum, you can see we have the an open bracket. So I just have to come here, select it, and drag it downwards. It didn't do well. So let's start again. I made a mistake there. So I'll select this one and I'll bring my cursor here and drag it down. So mean that I'm moving from cell G3 to G11. So I'll now press my enter key. You see the total will be 30. You can do the same thing to this one by bringing here, bring your equal sign. So bring your sum and also bring your cursor here and just drag this one down to sum all of it. This is how it can be done. So even here you can bring it here. So just bring your equal sign and make sure the sum will come, and then just take it, because if you check this one, if you have to add only this one and this one, they are just two numbers, two figures. So you don't have to say you are going to drag this one to this side. I get it. It's just like this one and this one, so you don't have to drag it, just label those cells. So we usually use the sum if the figures are more than 1 or 2, because if it's only 2, don't just use the sum because it just doesn't seem right. So you just have to use it when the cells are many for you to add. Alright, so I'm just going to clear it off. So now again, if we come to the average side also, we are moving on to the next one, which is the average. So with the average, it's just like you are finding an average number of the figures. You can also find in mathematics, we usually find average between some sequence of numbers or etc. I'm not good at mathematics, I'm just saying, but those who are good at mathematics, they will know what I'm trying to say because I'm not good at it. So to find an average in Microsoft Excel, so if I'm going to find the average of this number from the whole of these cells, so I just have to bring let's say my equal sign here. Okay, let me start from this side. I'll bring my equal sign here, so I'll write average. So with the average, like I said, I want to find the average from here to this side, or let me just say to this side. So it will give me 0. So if I just bring my cursor here, I'll drag this one down here. So you see all of it will fill in there. So let me do let me do it once again, because here, you know, I made a calculation of the average, because here I just brought my equal sign like this and I was able to find the average there. So let me do it once again. So I chose this cell and I also chose this cell to find the average of it. Let me clear it off. I made a mistake there. So I'm just going to find the average of cell C3 and G3. So I'll press on the enter key. So you see the average there is 0. See the formula there. You see what happens. That's the formula there. But I want to find the average for all of these lines. So I don't have to come here to make another calculation here or bring my cell here, then start doing more calculation again. I don't have to do that. I just have to come to the first cell here. Click on the first cell. There's a mistake. I just have to click on the first cell. You see this small pointer here? I'll just click and hold and drag it down. It will automatically fill all the cells. It will find the average for all the cells. So you see the first cell, the formula was this. So if I click on any cell, it will change the formula because it will automatically find the average for all of it. So I'll come here also, the maximum. The maximum talks about finding the maximum number. So let's say like large number among some numbers or a range of numbers. So this one also, again, we have to start with the equal sign, and this one, it will not be maximum, it will be max. That's the short form of it. So I'll find the maximum of 0 here to this one. So I'll click enter. It will give me 0 because 0, 0, the maximum number is there is just 0. So this one also, I'll just drag here and bring it down here to automatically fill in those gaps. So you can see here, if you come to this side, a reasonable side, let's say this side, the maximum of 4 and 3, it will give us 4 because 4 is bigger than 3. If you come to this side, the maximum of 4 and 2, it will give us 2 because 2 is the lowest and 4 is the maximum one. So as the same way that we have maximum, we also have minimum. So you can also try minimum on your own. You can also have minimum column and do it on your own. So this one also, we also have power. So with the power, you just have to find the power of cells. Assuming if I take, let's say, the maximum figures here, I want to find the power of 0. So I'll just bring my equal sign. So I'll type power. So I'll just type I'll click on the cell that I'm going to use, and I'll bring comma, and I'll now click and type in the figure that I want to use. The max that, so I mean the power of what? So if I'm going to write something like power of 2, so I'll do it this way. So 0, 2. So that's the F3, 2. So it means that the power of 0 is what? The power of 0 will be 2. I get it. So I want to now find the answer to 8. So if I click on enter, it will give me 0 because the 2 to the power of 2 is 0. So if I come here also, let me just try it once again so that you can understand it better. If I bring my equal sign, I'll type power. So I'll type this cell which is here. So I want the power of 5, 2 to the power of 5. So I'll bring the cell first, and I'll bring comma, and I'll bring 2. So this one simply means f to the power of 2, f4 to the power of 2, and f4 here is 5. So it will give us 25. So I'll just click here and I'll drag this one also down to fill in those gaps. You see what happens. So in Microsoft Excel also, it has been made very, very easy. If you have to find the sum of numbers, let's say for a whole table of figures, like here, if I have something here, if I want to find the total here, the total figures here, and I also want to find the total figures at the bottom here, I don't have to go a long procedure to be using the formulas and going here and there. I simply have to just come and select wherever I want the calculation to be done. So I want it to start from here up to the ending part here. So let me select it again. This is how I want it to be. You just have to select it. So I want the figures to be done here. So and then go and look for Alt in your keyboard. Press Alt and equal sign on your keyboard. It will automatically calculate all the average and all the total number of figures inside your document, or sheet rather, not document. So you see what happens. So the total of it here will be here. The total of the maximum number will be here. The total of the average, the total of the girls, boys, streams, power, and also the total here. You see what happens. So this is how it works. So these are the things, or the basic things or formulas that we have in Microsoft Excel. We also have products, and products just works like the multiplication, but I don't have to talk about it because it's just the same thing. If I bring your equal sign like this, I'm just going to try it for you to see. You just type in products. So a product of, let's say, so this and that. What will it give us? It will give us 125. So this is how it works. Product of 5 and 25 will give you 125. Alright. So again, let me fill in this one there. Alright. So you can see this. These are the basic ones that we have, basic formulas. So without wasting much of your time, I will see you later in my next video.